Hello, everyone. Hello, can you hear me now? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. My name is Laura from Grammatorial Education. Yes, let me see who we have live. I'm just going to wait for people to join us. I'm going to wait. Please make sure you let your friends, let them know that we are live now. I hope we have volume now. Hope you can all hear me. Good, good, good. Good to see you, Daniel. Good to see you, Henry. Yes, audio is great now. Good. I had to troubleshoot my system. Technology is not my best friend, but good to have you all back. Yes, Divertude. Good to have you here. I hope many people will know that we are live. Yes, Ibrahim. Good to go. We are good to go. Let's wait for more people to join us. Let's wait for more people to join us. So I'm happy to see that everything is working. I didn't want to cancel this session. I know that lots of you have been looking forward to what we have to say. So thank you for keeping it a date, and thank you for joining me here on YouTube. So I hope that these YouTube lives will be regular sessions that we can hold, and informative sessions as well, where I can share screen with you. Because like I said, I want to teach you guys how to do it yourself. I want to teach you how to do it yourself. So that's why it was important for me to come on YouTube, so that more people can, benefit, and I can share screen, which is not possible for me to do on Instagram. So that's the whole purpose of coming on YouTube live. Okay, so let's go straight into the gist of today, the topic of today, which is the updates to the Island Care Visa. So many people reached out to me thinking that it was a negative update. Guys, remove negativity from you. It's not going to happen. If you could understand the shortage of labor in the market right now in the UK and Ireland, just don't listen to all those news making around saying, oh, they are going to close. They are not closing anything. They are opening it. Rather, they're opening up. So now is the time for you to do whatever you want to do now. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to, I say I'm not a blogger. I always tell you guys, I'm not a blogger. So I go, I look at my facts, I do my research. It takes me tons of hours to do my research before I come out here. Before I came out, I've called lots of companies, care homes. I've called the Irish government parastatal that looks after visas and work permits. So I can tell you that as at today, all the information that you're going to be getting is verified, up to date, 100% verified information. So everybody's here now. Please, if you are not following, if you have not liked, and if you have not shared this live broadcast, guys, just what are you waiting for? It has taken me hours to put this together. Please, all you can just do for me is to hit the like button, share it with someone, share it with someone, share it with someone. I'm here sharing information for free. So you also share it. It's more blessed to give than to receive. When you give, don't think that, if I share this with my friend, then my chances will be reduced. That's not true. The sky is wide. It's so wide for everybody to fly. In fact, last year alone, the Irish government reported that there was 6,800 hours of unclaimed care. So how many are you looking for a job? How many are we on this platform? So if you share it with someone, you are blessing that person's life, and blessings must always come back to you. That's what I believe. So please do well to like and share for me. We have 22 people watching and we have just 4 likes. 22 people and 4 likes. Guys. It's not fair now. 22 people and just 4 people like what I'm saying. Do we have spies here? Do we have people just coming to spy at what we are doing? Please tell me, or let me save my time and go and do other things. So can we like 22 people are watching me and looking at me, and only 4 people like what I'm doing? That's not good enough. Please hit the like button. I want to see more likes before I go into the main story. I'm not going to spend time here. I want to be done very quickly. So please help me to save my time and start preparing your question. Good, guys. I can see the likes going up. I can see the likes going up. Let the likes go up. Please just like. That's how you can encourage me. Okay, so very quickly, I want to talk about why we are here. So we are here to discuss the updates. It is no news that late last year in November, the Irish minister announced that they will be, removing the care workers from the ineligible occupation. So Ireland, they have this list that they operate. So they have a critical, works permit. They have the general employment work permit, and they have a couple others. But the ones that mostly relate to nurses and healthcare workers and care workers are the critical occupation or the general employment. So prior to this time, or up until November last year, the healthcare workers fell under the ineligible occupation. So it means that if you got a job in Ireland as a carer or a care worker, you did not qualify for a work permit because the care worker was under a list by the Irish government, which was called the ineligible occupations. So please, if you are here right now, I want to show you those ineligible occupations. I don't just want you to get all this information. You should also know the source of the information so that you can verify that this information is 100% authentic. This is 100% authentic information. So now, in November, the Minister of State in Ireland, she came out and said, we are really facing a shortage of care workers. The home care industry is suffering, is struggling. There are so many vulnerable elderly adult people that could not be seen by a care worker or a support worker. So for that reason, we are opening our doors to international workers to come in and fill this huge demand in the care industry, in the care sector. So good news is that from January, which is this month, another press release came out as at, I'm just going to share my screen with you so that you guys can see for yourself what that press release was. So just follow me and let me know when you can see my screen. Then we're going to do take questions and answers. But before we go to questions and answers, let us look at this press release so that you will see it for yourself. Oh, you will see it for yourself, not just me coming to tell you that there is a new press release. I want you to see for yourself what we are talking about. So if you can see my screen, please let me know. Okay, so I'm sharing screen with you now, and this is the latest developments. Can you see that? It says latest development permit notices and what? Notices and development. Latest employment permit notices and development. So important notice regarding home carers, bus and coach drivers, and dairy farm assistants. So can you see the dates? The changes were announced on the 16th of December. So after they announced November, then they announced again, confirming it on the 16th of December. So Minister English has today announced measures to address skill shortages in agriculture, transport, and home care sectors. So that is all the gist. Is 27,000 euros based on 39-hour week and a minimum a minimum full QQI level 5. So we'll come to the requirements very shortly. But I just wanted to share this so that you can see for yourself that this is real. I'm not just coming to excite you or to tell you something. Oh, you can't see my screen. Okay, let me share the link. Since you can't see my screen, I will copy the link and I will put it here. I'll share the link. People say they can't see my screen. Okay, that's the link I'm talking about. I'm going to share that link with you. Send. Says no screen share. Okay, I'm sending the link now. Let me know if you've seen the link. Yeah. So I've sent the link. Okay, can you see my screen now? Did you see my screen? Link not seen. So okay, someone said seen. So you can see my screen now because it's important for you to see these things for yourself. You know, they said seeing is believing. 1 minute, I'm just going to get my phone. Just hold on 1 minute. Let me get my phone so I can be reading your comments on my phone. Okay, I'm back now. I'm back. Hello, Temi Tope. Hello. Okay, so let me share the screen again. I'm sure it will take maybe a couple of minutes. So please be patient. Be patient. We are in a class. We are here to learn. So please let's all be patient. So let me know when you can see it. Temi Tope. Okay, can we all see it now? I just hope it works because this is the purpose. I want to be able to share screen. That's why I'm using this. Hello. Okay. I want to be able to share screen. No link yet, not seen. Okay, so we'll just go on. Since it's not working, I will try and see what happened so that for our next live we'll make sure we can see the screen. But for now, I will just keep talking and then I'll take questions. So it's like the purpose of this live was really to share with you guys. But what I will do after this live is I will see if I can post all the links so that you can go and check out yourself. Send link on phone. Let me see if I can send it on phone. Okay, so I have my phone here and I will copy and send it on phone so that everybody can see. Seeing is believing. Oh, Seeing is believing, oh. Seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. Grammatorial is here to teach you how to fish. We want to teach you how to fish. That's the purpose of this session. So don't click the link now, just save it so that we'll continue our conversation. So that this is the basis of what we are discussing. So now that we have established that these jobs are there, and trust me, it's going to be more than 1,000. It's more than 1,000. So we have established that the jobs are there. They are true. Guys, now this is where the good news is. This is where the good news is. In fact, I've been asking myself, should I post? Should I not post? Should I post? Should I not post? So this is where it gets very exciting and interesting. Guess what? There is no red list. I saw somebody jumping. I just saw somebody screaming. I saw somebody shouting. Somebody is just shouting hallelujah. Just feel free to just dance. Just dance. Say, this is my year. This is my year. It is happening for me. There is no red list. Oh, there is no red list. There is no red list. What does that mean? What does it mean when you say there is no red list? So Ireland, Republic of Ireland, they are saying that there is no red list. So guys, please make sure you jump on this train. There is no red list as we speak. So it means that recruitment officers or recruiters or recruitment partners can, just come and take you. So you can use a recruitment agency. You don't have to apply directly. So when I say you can use recruitment agency, what does that mean? It doesn't mean you should pay anybody money as recruitment agency. No. So I'm going to share with you. This sharing screen is not just making me happy. So there are major recruitment agencies in Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland. So what those recruitment agencies they do is that you will call them. I called a few of them today. And guys, guess what? My heart was just bubbling with joy. It was as if it was me. It was like it was me I was calling for myself. And as I was just screaming, oh, hallelujah, praise the Lord. The lady asked me, so are you applying for yourself? I said, no, I'm not applying for myself. She said, why are you so excited like this? I said, don't worry, you won't understand. You won't understand where I'm coming from, but I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for as many people that want to change their status quo. I'm excited for as many people that have tried. I receive so many DMs every day. I receive DMs of people saying, I am fit, I am able, I just want to work. I want to work. Give me work. I'm ready to work. I'm willing to work. I want a better life and future for myself. I was rejoicing. I was dancing. I was praising God for those people. So now you are going to follow me. Oh, please just be patient. If you joined, we are talking about the updates to the care worker visa for Ireland. So right now, I can confirm to you that the care workers are no longer an ineligible occupation. So let's look at it. I said earlier that we have different kind of work permits and work visas in Ireland. So the two that are most useful to you guys are the general employment permit and the critical work permit. If you are here and you are a nurse, you fall under the critical work permit. If you are a nurse, you are going to apply under critical work permit. So for critical work permits, you need a minimum salary of 30,000 euros. So if you are speaking to an employer or you are going through a recruitment agency, I would drop the list. I would drop the list. I would drop the list for the recruitment agencies. Yeah, I will give you the link. This is go and fish yourself. Oh, go to the stream, go to the river, go to the lake. There are millions of fish. Now go and catch the fish. I will give you hook. I will give you nets. I will give you everything that it takes for you to catch that fish. You must catch it by fire, by force. Everybody under the sound of my voice, you must catch this job. So I will drop the link to the recruitment agencies for you so that you can go and contact them and they can start processing things for you. But now, before you contact these recruitment agencies, these genuine agencies, mark the word I use, genuine agency. So as a recruitment agency, you are not allowed to charge an employee. You are not allowed to charge a job applicant any amount of money to give them a job. It is illegal. So take, for example, I am a recruitment consultant, grammatorial recruitment consultancy. And for example, not that some people will come and meet me now and say, you said you are a recruitment consultant. I said example. Okay, let me use another name. Let's call it XYZ Recruitment Island. They are a registered, legit recruitment consultant, like the ones I will give you here. When you contact them, they are not going to tell you, go and pay 10,000, go and pay 1,000, go and pay 2,000. It's free. It's free. Somebody say it's free. Say it's free. I want to see at least 5 people type in the comment section, it is free. So when you go to them, what happens is that they have been paid by the care homes or the care companies. The care companies have paid them. Say, help us to recruit quality carers from Nigeria and Ghana, from India and the Philippines. That is their work. And they pay them, they are paid. So for every staff that they successfully recruit, the organization or the employer will pay them a certain percentage. So it's free. Okay, it's free. The recruitment agencies are free. But what may not be free is if you use a consultant. Mark that word. Agency is different from consultants. Agency is different from consultants. So agents are paid by the employer and is free. Consultants are paid by the employee. Are you hearing me? Agents are paid by the employer, the organization that is looking for worker. Consultants can be paid by either the employer or the employee. That is the difference. Thank you so much, Mr. Bello. So that is the difference. I just want us to be informed, okay? I want you to be informed. So right now, what are the requirements? Let's talk about the requirements. So again, I'm going to drop the link to the requirements, but I will drop the requirements very quickly and then I will take questions. I will drop the requirement, then we will discuss how are we going to meet these requirements? What can you do? What are the cost-effective ways that you can meet these requirements? So now let's look at the requirements. I wish this sharing screen was working so that I can show you guys in real time. So I can show you live what the requirements are. So please bear with me because I'm going to read from the website. So I want to just do a little test to make sure you are following me. Now, I want 5 people to tell me which work permit or which visa does the care worker visa fall under in Ireland. 5 people tell me. You know, I'm a teacher. So my live sessions are going to be very interactive and educative. So in the next 2 minutes, I need at least 5 people to prove to me that you are following which visa, which pathway or which, visa do you fall under, which permits. I mentioned 2 types of permits. I said one is for nursing and the other one is for care workers. So now can you tell me which permit you are looking for? Oh, God bless you. Dayo has just written it. I want 4 more people. Correct. Sheun Fumi, you are very correct. Okay, so this is a general, God bless you. So you are looking for the general employment permit. That is what you are going for, not critical. So now let us look at the requirements of a general permit. What are the requirements to get a general permit? Because once you know the requirements, then you now know where to start working from. You know how to start working. So there is a link I'm going to share with you, and this link is direct from enterprise.gov.ie. Enterprise.gov.ie is the validated and verified website of the Irish government for visas and things like that. So this checklist has been produced by the Employment Permit section in the Department of Enterprise, Trade and Employment to assist with applications for general employment permits. Okay, this is what lawyers will charge you money to do for you. This is what consultants will charge you. I'm a consultant and I charge to help people with advice and consultation. But you know what? I started by quoting a scripture that says it's more blessed to give than to receive. So even though I charge for consultancy, I also have a free quota. So I will say, okay, I will give some things for free. I will give as much as I can for free. So if after I've given you for free, I've led you to the river, giving you net, hook, everything, you still say, I can't. So somebody said, I'm ready to pay. I can't catch this fish. I need your help to catch this fish. That's when I will come in. But I will make sure I empower you with everything you need. But I understand that not everybody can go online and do these things. So some people will be able to do it themselves. Some people will need additional support. So wherever you are, we are here to help you. So just follow me. So now, what are the requirements for this care worker? The requirement for the care worker visa for Ireland, for those that are coming to Ireland in 2023, this is what you need. This is what you need. So let's go. Do you have your pen and your paper? Please make sure you are writing. Make sure you are writing the requirements that you need. Number one, you need a job. You need to have gotten a job. And you need to have gotten a job from a company that is registered with the Department for Trade. Good news number two, you don't need a certificate of sponsorship. So any company that is registered to trade in Ireland and is registered with the government can actually give you an employment. So unlike in the UK, where the company needs to have a sponsorship license, in Ireland, the company does not have sponsorship license. All the company needs to do is to pay you the minimum salary requirements. All that the company needs to do is to pay you the minimum requirements. Who can tell me what is the minimum salary requirement for home care workers in the Republic of Ireland? So please, if you know the answer, put it in the comment section. Put the answer in the comment section. So tomorrow a company comes, they tell you they want to pay you 18,000 euros. That one is cheating. Oh, don't allow anybody to cheat you. It's a shame that I cannot share screen with you. I wish I could share screen with you. You will see for yourself. 30 euro. No, 30 is for nurses. 30 euro is for the critical. 27 K1A. 27,000 euros. As long as a company can commit to pay you 27,000 euros, you don't need sponsorship license. Good news number two, you don't need sponsorship license. So right now, I will try my share screen again. I will try my share screen if it works, because there are some jobs that I want to show you. There are some jobs that I want to show you, but I hope my I hope my share screen will work this time. So now you need an employer. Good news, the employer does not need to have sponsorship license, but the employer must be registered with Department for Trade in Ireland. It must be a valid company. It must be a real company, a genuine company. It must not be a fake company. So as long as it's a genuine company, then they offer you. So when you are applying for jobs, don't say, I am looking for sponsorship jobs. No, in Ireland, there's nothing like sponsorship jobs. When you are typing on Indeed or you are typing on the Irish board website, so this is where you will find job, irishjobs.ie. Now I'm going to post this for you. Irish. Somebody will ask me, why are you giving out all this information for free? Because there are too many jobs. There are so many. There are more than 6,000 live jobs as I speak. So how many of you are here? 60 of you. If 60 of you can go and implement what I'm saying and start working on it tonight, in 3 months' time, we are going to be sharing testimonies on this platform. We are going to be sharing testimonies. So right now, most of you are familiar with Indeed, but for Ireland, this is one of the job boards. This is one of the major job boards. So I'm going to show you how to search for these jobs. The good news is that you are not searching for sponsorship job. You are just searching for healthcare worker, healthcare assistant, senior carer if you are qualified senior carer, or you'll be searching for support worker. So those are the different terminologies you can use when you are searching. So that's irishjobs.ie. So if you click on irishjob.ie, you are going to put on your search term, maybe try care worker. So you can put care worker or healthcare assistant, and then the jobs will start coming. So once the job starts coming, you need to just apply for the job. And when you are drafting your cover letter, you need to tell, sorry, hold on. Okay, so once you are speaking to an employer, you need to let them know that you will need an employment permit. So don't tell them to sponsor you. It doesn't apply in Ireland. So one thing about this country, Western world, when you use the wrong terminology, they won't understand you, and it can just be an outright no, because English is first language here. So if I call someone on the phone and say, oh, I'm calling to find out if you offer sponsorship, immediately they will just say, oh, no, I'm sorry, we don't offer sponsorship, and you will be disappointed. So the right way to go about it when you send an email or when you call, you send an email, good morning, good afternoon, hiring manager. My name is, maybe you call your name, my name is Joe Blogs. I'm writing from Ghana or from India. These are my qualifications, and I'm interested in working in your organization. You must make sure you craft a winning cover letter and you have a winning CV, and then you approach them for the job. So now, how do you get the job? Another requirement is that you need to have something called a QQI level 5. This is where it gets tricky. Do you know that you don't even need English language test? It's not one of the requirements by the Irish government. So English language is not one of the requirements for the care job. Good news number 3, English language is not a requirement, but I advise people to get English language. Although it's not a requirement, because you want to have more than the minimum requirement, I would say try and do English. So if you have IELTS of 5.0 and above is good. And there are other exams you could do apart from the IELTS. The Pearson, It's called Pearson. I'm going to put it there on the chat box. It's called the Pearson Academic UKVI. That is another test. Where are my things going to? That is another test that you can do, and it is easier. It is easier than IELTS. So this test I just put is easier than IELTS. It's not really for your visa application. It's more for you to convince. It's just more for you to convince who? To convince the employer that your spoken English is good, but it's not a requirement by the Irish government for your work permit to have test. So I would say you can do this one, or you can do another one that we call, let me tell you the easier one. This one is also easy. Person home B1. This one is also easy. That one is also an easy test. It's much easier than the IELTS. So many people have been asking that question. Which test can I do? Which test is easier than IELTS? So you can use this. Yes, you can also use ECTIS. So if you have a bachelor's degree, from your home country, you can apply for conversion. So that one will work. So guys, let's discuss now. Now we have talked about employment letter. We've talked about what other requirement do you need. We talked about your English language requirement, which is not compulsory, but is advisable. And now the third, and what I consider the most important requirements, because unlike UK, when they can say maybe Ireland, they are very strict on this qualification. Whether you are going for senior carer, or you are going for ordinary carer, or you are going for band 2, whatever level of care you are going for you to qualify for this care worker visa or general employment permit, you must have, what did I say? You must have QQI level 5. What is QQI? QQI is the Qualification and Quality Island. Qualification and Quality Island. So like when we have NVQ in the United Kingdom, QQI is that equivalent qualification in where? In the Republic of Ireland. So now level 5, I'm going to try to share my screen one more time. Just let me know if you can see my screen. I'm sure you have to wait maybe for like 1 minute. 1 minute. So you wait for 1 minute. If you can see my screen, then let me know. Okay, guys, can you see my screen now? Can you hear me? Okay, so the screen sharing is not working. I guess we'll just forget about screen sharing. So if you are here and you are a nurse, if you have a nursing diploma or a nursing degree, you have higher than QQI level 5. So you have a higher equivalent. So you don't need to do any course. You don't need to do any courses if you are a nurse. If you are a nurse, there is a different pathway for nurses. I will advise you, if you are a nurse, don't follow this stream. If you are a nurse, there is no point of you to become a carer, because Ireland has a clearly defined pathway for nurses, which we will discuss in future. But for today, we are talking about the home care workers and care assistants. So if you are here, you are interested in switching your career, and I will always say, I'm only helping those that are genuinely interested in having a career change. If you are just doing this for the purpose of traveling, you will be frustrated. Don't say I didn't warn you in advance. I'm telling you very clearly, you'll be frustrated. Why is it so? The general employment permit is for 2 years, and you must do that work for 2 years. So make sure you ask yourself hard questions. Is this what I want to do for the next 2 to 5 years of my life? Because you do it for 2 years and then you renew it. And after renewing it, you will get your Irish, settlement. You'll be able to be settled and have permanent residency in Ireland. So it's not something you just do for 12 months and you change your mind. So please, one of the reasons they want to check to see those that are really interested is that qualification. So how can you get that qualification? Right now, there is a college in Ireland that offers the qualification. And the name of that college, I will share the link with you. They are called the Open College. So Open College, let me share that link with you. So Open College, they do the qualification, but their requirement is that you must be in Ireland. You must be in Ireland. Open College, QQI level 5. So one of the requirements for the QQI level 5 is that you can't do it outside of Ireland. You must do it in Ireland. You need to be in Ireland to do that course. Whether you are doing e-learning or what, you have to be in Ireland. So that leaves us with to ask the question, that is the QQI really obtainable for those that are not in Ireland? And the answer is no. So it is not possible to do the QQI level 5 if you are outside of Ireland. So what are the alternatives? What can you do? So good news, good news, good news. You know that I'm a bearer of good news. I will always come with good news. So the good news is that you can do the UK MVQ3 or equivalent level 3 diploma in health and social care or in adult care. And that is the closest you can get to the QQI. So you can do the level 3 diploma from anywhere in the world, whether you're in India, you're in Asia, you're in Malaysia, you're in Europe, you can do that course. So that's one way to do it. So people have asked me questions, people that are in America. I'm so sorry, I don't know much about America and Canadian qualifications. I don't know much about it, and I'm not going to speak on something I don't know about. But if you drop the link of that qualification, I can check. But I put my hands up. I do not know about America and Canadian qualifications. So I can only speak of what I know, which is the UK and the Ireland for now. Maybe in future, but for now, I would say if you have qualification from US or from Canada or from any other country, what you need to do is you just need to go and find out, send an email to that link I dropped. They have their email there, and find out if your qualification is equivalent to QQI. There is another link, but all these links they are just on my laptop, so I'm using my phone, so I'll try and drop the links. There is another link where you can check. I don't know about nursing students yet too. So I've been speaking since. I want to call somebody to join me online. Is there anybody that wants to come online to ask questions, or do you want to just drop questions and then I'll answer your questions? Okay, so I will share the links in the description box in the replay. Thank you very much for that. So I didn't know that it wasn't going to work. Okay, what about a nursing student year 2? No, nursing student yet too will not qualify. So you need to have completed your nursing degree. Someone said, please open your registration for MVQ. No, I can't open my registration. I opened it last week. It was open last week. The care certificate is still open, so you can do the care certificate. But just a disclaimer, the care certificate will not be equivalent to QQI level 5. Please, the care certificate will not be equivalent to QQI level 5. So if you are thinking of using the care certificate for Ireland, then I just need to give you a disclaimer, a caveat. You may not meet the requirements because care certificate is not equivalent. Someone asked the question, what about health information management? No, health information management. Did you do any courses on social care and adult care? Did you do any units on, like care for the elderly, palliative care, dementia care, caring for elderly patients with Alzheimer's disease? So all those are the kind of units and courses that are on the QQI level 5. Someone said, for the sake of your new members, please open your registration, even if it's just for a day. Okay, do I have any of my representatives here? Do I have Mr. Pascal or Miss Amaka? Is there someone that wants to come live? I want someone to ask me questions, like real questions, questions that I've been seeing on. Yeah, someone say, what is the plan for dependents? So we are talking about Ireland today. We are talking about Ireland. So if you are coming on the critical occupation for nurses, so if you're on the critical skills employment, then you can come with your family, with your dependents. And dependent means husband, wife, and children. So dependents do not, some people have asked me, can I come with my sister or my brother as my dependent? The answer is no. So your dependent is someone that is dependent on you. Your children below the age of 18 are your dependents. If your child is above the age of 18, they are not your dependents. Your parents are not your dependents, except you can prove that your parents are very old and they are dependent on you. If that is the case, I won't advise you to apply with your parents in the first place. You come first, then apply for them later. Okay? So your dependents cannot come with you if you are applying for the general. If you are coming for the care worker visa, which is the general employment permit, your dependents can join you after 12 months. After 12 months, your dependents can join you, but they can't join you before 12 months. So someone asked the question, what about an aged mother? This is where it starts to get very legal. This is where it starts to enter legal, things. But that is on a case-by-case basis. So if your mother is aged and dependent on you for care, now let's look at a case scenario. Let's say Miss A has an aged mother. Her mother is 78 years old, and her mother is dependent on her for care. Now, Mrs. A has gotten a job as a care worker with Elderly Care Ireland, and she is due to start her work in February. And she makes an application for her aged mother that is dependent on her for care. If you are the case officer looking at visa, will you approve the visa for Mrs. A? I'm speaking from a purely logical perspective now. Miss A is meant to come and work for 40 hours, and she's applying to bring her mother that needs care. Who will take care of her mother when she's working? How does she prove to the home office or to the embassy that her mother will not be an extra burden on the healthcare system of the country? Remember that they are bringing you to come and work. Oh, they are not bringing you just to come and have fun. You are coming to work. And then you are telling them you want to bring dependent that will put a strain on their health system. So this is a logical answer. I'm not saying that there is no rule or there is no law that says they will say no. I'm not saying that they won't approve it. But speaking logically, my advice will become first. And once you are in, then you cannot bring your mother. But don't apply, together with your aged parents. That's my advice, personal advice. Okay, let's take two more questions. So someone is asking for our NVQ3 diploma. So this was meant to be for island visa, and now you guys are taking me to NVQ3. I didn't want to talk about NVQ3. I just wanted this to be a help, to just help people that are applying for the island visa, whether you are with grammatorial or not. But to answer your question, Kay, if you have already registered before we close registration, all admission letters are going out tomorrow, Thursday at the latest. And for those that are targeting the March stream, so those of you that want to, target and maximize your opportunity to apply for the home care worker visa in Ireland, we are starting the NVQ3 course this month, January. So there will be admission letter going out tomorrow. Before this time tomorrow, everyone should have received their admission letters. Yes, everyone should have received their admission letters. So if you got in before we close the registration, if you manage to get in, then you are free. You are lucky you will make it. But we don't want to cater for more than we can handle. Someone say, where and how can one register for Pearson? So you can register online. I will drop the link at the end. No, you can't go with your daughters to Ireland. They need to wait and they will join you after 1 year. So I want to invite the guests to join me. I'm going to copy the link and you can come live to join me and ask me all your questions face to face. Please don't be shy. Somebody may benefit from your question. Let's make this interactive. We have few more minutes until we end, so please make sure you ask your questions. Make sure you ask your questions. Okay. Mr. Pascal, if you are here, you can join me and ask those questions that people have been asking us. So some people, maybe they are not able to come online now. I know it's night, so some people may not be able to come. So Mr. Pascal, if you can come and speak on behalf of those that have been asking you questions, or if we have Amaka, if anyone can use the link. So that's the link you need to use. That's the link to join us live. Someone asked the question, where can I register for Pearson? So I'm going to drop it. You can register for Pearson. Use this link. You can use this link and you can choose. So I've dropped the link. If you want to be my guest, if you want to join live, you can join us live. Can a nurse apply as a senior healthcare assistant? Yes, you can, but I won't advise you for UK you can. But for Ireland, even for UK, I would say apply as a nurse because they need nurses. So I won't advise you. So if you're a nurse and you are here and you want to apply to Ireland, there's just you need to do your test. There is a registration you need to do, and I will create another video for that. Once you do that registration, you come in as a nurse. If you want to come to what to where to UK, you just need to do the relevant exams and tests, and then you can register what we call pre-registration, and it's direct entry to the UK, direct entry to Ireland. Ireland is even easier. Ireland is easier for nurses if you know how to go about it. So I would say register, go straight as a nurse if you are a nurse. Don't go as a carer. Okay, people are asking for Pearson. I'm trying to load the Pearson website, but it is too, the link is too long. The link is too long. So someone is joining me. Yes, you are ready to join me. Etim, you are welcome to this live stream.
All right, thank you so much. Good evening, madam.
Yes, thank you for joining.
All right, thank you. I want to say I appreciate you. I've been following you for a couple of about 2 weeks now, ever since I stumbled on your link through Waka Waka Doctor, which is one of I follow so much. And I want to appreciate you. I've been following the, just like you said, I like the information that you are giving people regarding the island portal that is opening. So thank you so much. I want to find out about your the portal that you opened and you said you have already closed it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I know my wife actually registered for it. I think that was last week, but she's yet to get any information regarding it. But you said tomorrow you'll be giving admission to everyone that registered. So I don't know the status of our registration.
Okay, Mr. Pascal is here. Mr. Pascal will answer your question.
Okay.
So hello, Mr. Pascal. Thank you for joining us. So we have Mr. Etim here with us, and he said his wife registered last week, if I'm correct, but she has not received is it confirmation? She has not received her confirmation and her admission letter. Do you want to say something about that, please, to those that are here that have not received their confirmation and their admission letter? Mr. Pascal, can you hear us?
Yeah, hello, good evening. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Etim. Good evening, everyone. For the admission letters from tomorrow, just like my boss said, you all will be getting your admission letters. And the way we want to do it, it will be first for the January, those that are interested. Yes, yes, I can. I think there is a repeat. There is a playback.
Okay, I think that is playing back on your end. So I will just answer Mr. Etim's question for those that are waiting to join. So, Mr. Etim, to answer your question, your wife will get her admission letter tomorrow. And we're having a Zoom meeting for all the January cohort tomorrow. We have a Zoom meeting and you will get that email with your admission letter. So to everyone that has registered So everyone that's registered for January, you are going to get an email tomorrow unfailingly. So I hope that answered your question.
Appreciate. I want to find out, do you have an office in Port Harcourt?
So we have a hospital partner in Port Harcourt, but we don't have like a physical office. But we have a partner hospital where you can go in. That's where you will do your clinicals, and that's where your wife will do all her practical and her work experience with our partner hospital in Port Harcourt.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Etin. I look forward to seeing your wife and yourself tomorrow in the Zoom live.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, so we have with us Mr. Pascal and Mr. Maka. If you can just run through some frequently asked questions that people have been asking, and I know so many people will be burning. So many people will be burning to ask. Oh, Pascal, you're on mute, so I've just unmuted you.
Okay. Can we all hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Going through the charts, you have basically answered some of the questions. Some that readily come to mind, it's most times the amount, because there was a situation where someone didn't really understand what was required of her. She made the registration payment and thought that was the amount for the course. So on asking her, have you paid for this course? She said, what, I have paid for the course. And I asked her, the registration is different from the normal one. So I think, just like my boss also said, please, we appreciate people that really understand what they are going into. We know that there are some persons that are just desperate. They just want to jackpot, the language that people will use over here. But we as an organization, we are looking at legacy. We are looking at the aftermath of this. We are looking at affecting lives positively. It's not just for you to live. It's you reflecting and saying, "Oh, I'm really thankful to Grandma Thorel. I'm really thankful first to myself for taking this decision." Then years or months down the line, you also be grateful for taking this leave. So what we are trying to say is this is me answering some of the frequently asked questions, because it's a whole lot. If I start, we're not going to leave here. But I want to believe from what I'm going to say, some of us really get the picture. I think if you want to even pay for registration, you should have hands-on knowledge on what you're going into. It is very important. You can't just go and pay and you don't even have an idea, and you're now coming to ask, please, how much is the course fee? To me, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So I think it is very important that if you're going into anything, you have to ask questions. You have to know what you're going into first, before committing to registration fee. And we shouldn't forget that the registration fee is non-refundable. It is spelled out right there. So we wouldn't want a situation where somebody will pay and you come back and you start saying, "Oh, I didn't know the cost was £1,350. I didn't know that Skills for Care is £400. Please, I want my registration." Nobody is even going to listen to you. All we will just do is to screenshots where it was posted live that, look, registration is not refundable. So for Ireland people, I think everything has been said tonight. You just need to know that there will be nothing like dependence, because most persons didn't know that, like the initial interest. Some didn't really know that there won't be dependence, but it's not that there won't be, but you have to wait for 12 calendar months after a year. So if it is something you can do, you have to ask yourself. If you're married, you have a family, you people discuss it. can we do this? It has to be that collective understanding. Okay. So if not, I mean, you can always opt for UK. It's just planning. It's just to know what you want to do, and then the sky will just be our beginning point. So I don't know if my colleague, the greatest mind, Amaka, maybe she has one or two things to
Thank
contribute.
you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Pascal. So let's hear what Amaka has to say, the frequently asked question. Just to add
Yeah.
what Mr. Pascal said, please try
Okay.
to read. Grammatoria is advisory. We work with information. Information is key. So when we post this information, make sure you read. Make sure you are reading. I remembered in the Telegram group, people will be asking, add me to the group, add me. You are in the group and you are asking to be added to the group. Please. They say the easiest way to hide information a
Black man.
from a black man is to put it in writing. Please don't let that be your case. Don't let that be your case. Whoever you are, wherever you are watching from, make sure you take time to read all this information, because it's actually a lot of time that we spend processing these things. We spend time to process it. So if you are not reading when we release this information, then you're not doing yourself good. The last time I had the Zoom live, I said there is no dependence for 1 year for Ireland. I mentioned it, but it's possible that some people came late and they missed it. So that's why we are going to be having these live sessions, one-on-one, question and answer. Please take time to listen and come with your answer. So Amaka, please let us know if you have anything to add volume.
Yes, I do. I think almost everything has been touched, but there's these constant questions that keep coming in. For example, when we have people say, is there any assurance that through your help, visa sponsorship is 100% guaranteed? Yeah. So that question has been. What did you say?
Do you want to answer the question, please?
You can take it, ma.
You want me to answer it? Okay. I'm sure I've loved that question. Okay, so Amaka just read a question that someone sent to our line. That how can you guarantee that we will get a job? So after I do this course, will you guarantee that I will get a job? Mr. Pascal, I'm sorry, I want to use you as case study. You went to the University
I
of
wanted to
Lagos.
answer the question even.
You went to the University of Lagos, the prestigious University of Lagos, and you studied the prestigious applied physics. When you were matriculating to study physics, what assurance or guarantee did University of Lagos give to you that you will get a job? And now that you are an applied physicist and you are doing your work as an educational consultant and an international tutor, did you get the guarantee that you will get this job you are doing? You didn't. But based on that platform of going to the University of Lagos, anybody that sees your CV will say, wow, this person is grounded. This person studied applied physics. This person, has the requirements for tutoring my child physics and maths. So someone will look at your background, will look at that qualification before they hire you as an international tutor. So that is the same thing with this course. The government website has said you need this qualification. That website, I shared the link, the Department of, the Irish government.
Yeah.
It's mentioned it there, hook, line, and sinker. It puts the qualification. Then you go on the NHS portal, or you go on the application for care homes in the United Kingdom, and they state clearly in black and white, the requirement, minimum requirement for this job is MVQ2 or MVQ3. And then someone is asking me, what is the guarantee I will get the job? The same guarantee that you wake up tomorrow, the same guarantee that you will go out and come back in, the same guarantee that you will buy a car and the car will drive you to your destination, or you will buy a car and you wake up and start the car and the car will start. That is as much guarantee that you get. So I will always say it that we are not the hiring managers. We are not the recruiters. We are not agents that stock that will say I have 20 slots. I'm not going to sell you a lie. I'm not going to come here and tell you that I have this and I have that. I'm going to promise you it's all rosy and it's all fun, or it's going to be a walk in the park. No. But what Grammatorial will do for you is that we will support you. Our only guarantee in life is God Almighty. Our only guarantee in life that we can move. The Bible says in him we live, we move, and we have our being. I feel that that is the only place that is where anything is guaranteed. Apart from that, every one of us is living by grace.
Yeah.
Because we are not the hiring manager, we are not the owner of the care home, neither are we the recruitment agency. We are just educational consultants. We are consultants. We provide advisory. So we will support you on the career journey. We have a dedicated 1 week where we'll do your CV review, mock interview practice, cover letters, care homes. And after that 1 week, once we make sure that you are ready, all the care homes, the home cares that I said we have been calling and we have been speaking to that said, yes, we have the jobs. We put you in front of the hiring manager. Once you stand in front of the hiring manager, it's left for you to prove your guarantee. It's left for you to prove your worth. It's left for you to demonstrate to them that I actually did the level 3 diploma, I passed through it, and the course passed through me. So with what we are doing is we are empowering you with the right tools that you need. We are empowering you with the experience of the UK and Ireland social care sector. That when you stand in front of these recruiters, you use the right language. You use the technical language. You are able to speak with confidence. You are able to interview properly. And what happens after that interview is not us to decide. We can only take you to the stream and, like I said, give you the tools you need to fish, but we are not going to fish for you. So I hope that answers your question.
And in addition to that, I wanted to say something. We do not give any guarantees. For some of you that will say, come to the message section and like, can you sell COS? Can you give us this? Can you? We don't. You have to like do the work. You have to put in your best. You have to learn as much as you can. Okay, we give you all the onboarding support you need for you to actually get this job. We'll put you in a position that the recruiting officer will want to have something to do with you. So we'll give you those contents that those good contents that anyone will want to like take in. Okay, so we do not give any guarantee. We just give you all the necessary support for you to actually get this job. And if you put your mind to it, then the sky can be your starting point.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The sky will be your starting point. The sky will be your starting point. I graduated from Imperial College London. Imperial College did not sell us any guarantees. What they did sell us was a reputable qualification. And that was one of the reasons I chose that school, based on the reputation of the qualification. So what we are giving you is a reputable qualification. Ask anybody in the UK. The NVQ3 is a very reputable qualification. Why do you think the Irish government, they put that level, QQI level 5, equivalent to level 3? Why do you think most care homes are now asking for the NVQ3? Because of the reputation of the qualification and to sieve out and to sieve out interested and serious candidates, to sieve out the candidates. That's why they put that benchmark to say anybody that is coming from abroad, international carers should come as level 3 workers. Now, I want to say something that makes this level 3 so distinct. So we have been saying level 3, level 3, level 3. I was speaking to a senior nurse in the UK today. She works in London. And I was telling her about the level 3. The other day, I was speaking to a recruiter, a care home. He told me he's looking for nurses. I asked him, why are you looking for nurses? He said, because nurses are qualified to give medication. I said, senior carers with level 3 qualification are also qualified to give medication. And he made a U-turn saying, I think I want senior carers now. So sometimes not all recruiters and employers are aware. So my job is to educate them. My job is to go out there to the care homes and educate them about the importance and the relevance of this qualification to those of them that are not aware. But I would say 90% of them are aware. Most of them are aware. So as a senior carer, you can give medication orally and intravenously. You are qualified. You are a qualified staff. You are not just a carer, a roadside carer. You are actually a qualified, healthcare worker, and you are qualified to give oral and intravenous medication, which is quite, an advanced clinical skill, which is something that you can do. So someone said, please talk about how I can get into Ireland as a nurse. That is a whole topic for another session. So nursing is topic for another session. We will announce nursing and dental nursing. So maybe we will do dental nursing and Ireland nursing as one session, and UK as well. We'll create another session for that. Someone said, please respond to questions in the comment section. Amaka, can you please read out some questions for us? I can't see them.
Okay, can I say
please?
One, okay, it says Mrs. Laura from Ade Bukola Atilola. I don't know if it's a he or a she. Mrs. Laura, please, is there a way we can make the cost payment in its equivalent in Naira instead of in pounds or dollars?
Is there any equivalent of Naira? I don't think Naira has equivalent. that's I'm sorry, Naira doesn't have equivalent, because today it can be 900, tomorrow is 920, next tomorrow is 950. So unfortunately, Naira does not have equivalent, and because the cost needs to be paid for in pounds. So one thing I want to say about this course is Grammatorial do not own, produce, or write the courses. So this course is not a Grammatorial course. This course is from TQ UK. So it's a UK-based organization that has the course. We just partner to deliver. So we are just delivering. We are facilitating their course. So it's not Grammatorial course. On your certificate, it's not Grammatorial that will be on your certificate. So I think we need to let you know that it's a course that you study in the UK. It's like you went to school in the UK, that qualification. So because we need to pay the awarding organization in pounds, for that reason, we can't charge in Naira. Someone said, would someone be able to invite his or her spouse before the 1 year expire, since the spouse isn't a dependent? So under legal terms, your spouse is your dependent, under legal terms. So whether it's your wife or your husband, here in the UK, we don't, or in Ireland, we don't think that, oh, the husband must be the main applicant. No, whoever is the main applicant, whether male or female, the next partner becomes dependent, because the main applicant is the one with the job. So if the woman is the main applicant, then the husband is her dependent. If the man is the main applicant, the wife is dependent. So that's the way it works with partners and their spouses. So any more questions?
Someone
So
said,
just
Florence Okonkwo said, is there an age limit to working as senior carer?
the answer is yes, there is. So as with every country, the UK and Ireland have a retirement age, the maximum age. So I would say 65. I stand to be corrected on this, but I know most people register at 65. And if you go online to check, it gives you different age. There's 67, there's 65, there's 62. So it depends, your retirement age is largely dependent on you. But let's peg it at 65. So imagine the retirement age is 65. It means that yes, there is an age limit. So at 65, you are not as strong as you were at maybe 40 or 50. So whilst they do not write it explicitly on their website that there is an age limit, and I'm not going to come here and say yes, there is an age limit, or no, there is no age limit. But if we look at it logically, if you are a company or you are an organization, an employer, would you employ a 65-year-old to take care of a 70-year-old? Is a question you answer. So put yourself in position of an employer. Will you employ a 60-year-old woman to take care of a 69-year-old man? So having said that, I would say there is no age limit, but there are some barriers. There are some things like manual handling. There are some things like lifting or moving or, doing that a 65-year-old cannot do. So I would say there is an age range, but there is no age limit. But it's all dependent on, it's all subjective. So I would just like to state again that the care certificates cannot be used for Ireland. So if you were here doing the care certificate and you had a plan to relocate to Ireland, the care certificate is not equivalent to QQI level 5. Please, the care certificate, which is just a 2 weeks program endorsed by Skills for Care UK, cannot be used as QQI level 5 equivalents. Where can someone in Warri Delta State do clinicals? So, Mr. Pascal, do we have any Warri hospital?
Yeah, for now we don't we don't have any. If this person that asked this question can just go around Warri and walk into any standard private hospital and just tell them about, I mean, if this person must first of all show interest that you want to do this course, and you walk in, you tell them you're a student of grammatorial, just chat with them, be friendly. And if they give you positive vibes, the next thing is to tell them that, okay, we will get to us, we'll get back to them. All right. We'll give you an introduction letter, give you our clinical course content, and then they go through it, and that's it. Some of our present October and November cohort, this was what they did. Some of the hospitals we are partnering with, this was actually how they got to the hospitals. So we really encourage that. But please, it must not be a government affiliated hospital or the maternity home. We have to underline that clause, because we've seen situations where some persons wants to maybe go to a primary health care center or a government hospital. We say no, please. The government frown at this. So please, we have to use the standard private hospitals.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Amaka, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just saw a question there. I think the March cohorts also they can't really wait. Somebody said January cohort admission letter is tomorrow. When will the March cohort get theirs, please?
Okay, so Mr. Pascal, can you answer that question?
Tricky. Yeah, tricky. We want to take it one step. I think I started by
One
saying
step
that
at a
initially.
time.
We want to take it one step at a time, okay? Because if peradventure anything happens to the portal opening, more inquiries will come in. Some after today's live, they might want to join the island or not. You understand? So for the ones we have, so that it will reduce the burden of the load, the work. Let's just issue out to the GCs. Theirs will be starting in no time from now, maybe
No
2 weeks
time.
or yeah, someday. So let's just give it out to them. They do with it. I mean, March is still some very good weeks away. So I think that answers your question. That is Mr. Ibrahim.
Yes.
Mr. Ibrahim. That name rings a bell.
Because it will take us some time to sort out all the January, send them their letters. So once we are through with January batch, then we'll
You
start
can
to
start to
process.
match.
Yeah, so I just dropped the link to Telegram group. People are testifying of their sponsorship visa on the Telegram group. Please note that this Telegram group is strictly for healthcare workers. It's strictly for healthcare workers. We do not, entertain teaching or other valid pathways, visa pathways. It's just for the healthcare if you want to join. Okay, let's take two or three more questions and then we'll round off this live. So, Saka, do you want to read one more question, please?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Go on. Okay, it said,
No,
how much is the care certificate cost? That's the one that is
It's on
available currently.
Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Instagram. There is a
Go
post on
check.
Instagram where I
Mm,
listed out all the prices. I
mm,
was very explicit in that post. I made sure I did not hide anything. There is no hidden cost. We are not going to ask
mm.
you to make any extra payment. All the costs have been listed there. If anybody comes to you on behalf of Grammatorial and tell you that I'm Mr. Pascal or I'm Miss Amaka is coming from somewhere, you can see us here. So we are here. No other person will come and ask you to make payment. Please hear it loud and clear. We won't ask you to pay any money into any private account other than grammatorial business account. So
Account.
please, we posted it on our Instagram page. We have been very transparent concerning what we will do and what we will not do. So go and read that post on Instagram and you will find all the prices there.
Okay. Can we take one more? I think we can.
Can you read the
I
one
think
from
someone asked about I saw that something about the piercing. Yeah, links to the
The
piercing.
person.
As much as let me is a question, but let me see what I can say about that. Please, this is very very important. This English proficiency um, exams, so to speak, right? They are part of what you need for your visa as your visa requirement. So if we give you hands-on information for you to to assess and find out, please do due diligence. Try to also go the length to make these researches, right? Because we don't want a situation where someone will come tomorrow and say, you people give us the link, so you have to put
Hmm.
me through.
It's true.
And maybe if you're sending messages and we are not responding, you now tell us whatever you want to tell us. No, please. I want to also say this, that if you know that the IELTS will be better for you, easier for you, please go through it, because um, from from things I've heard, there are some hiccups associated with this person. Yes, it's cheaper. Yes, it's easier, but getting to make payments, getting to go through that is a lot, and it's like there are too many persons trying, especially for those in Lagos. I wouldn't know about other states. So this is an observation. I'm just saying so that tomorrow someone will not say, you people told us about piercing. Why is this like this? Why? So please, it is very, very important that we all are very, very wary of scammers out there. Okay. Um, Anyone that says pay to this, you have to be careful. For those that also join the Telegram, we have so many persons that will start saying this and that, change dollar, change pound. They are not affiliated to Grammatoria. Okay. They are not affiliated. So please, these are very, very important information we need to take to heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
So before we go, we have 30 likes, and I think we had over 60 people watching. So we had over 60 people watching. Please, if you just like, if you have not liked it, we have, spent time making calls today and over the past few weeks, gathering all this information, making sure that we get this recruitment agencies in Ireland to share with you. And I'm going to share it in the replay. So please make sure you like and you share and you are subscribed to the
Subscribe.
channel. So we'll try to do this quite frequently. Once I'm able to resolve the share screen, then I will come and like show you how to contact these agencies, how to, draft your CV, your cover letters. We are quite busy, but we'll try to find time every, now and again to come live and just take all your questions and help you so you can see us and ask us questions. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Pascal. Thank you, Ms. Amaka. Thank you
Thank
to
you.
all my lovely subscribers and to everyone that has, joined this live broadcast. It has been such a pleasure going through this with you, answering all your questions. So I want you to take action. It's not enough for us to just come and talk and talk and talk. Please let us take action. Talk is cheap. Let's go back and do what we have to do. Do your test, do your English test. If you need to do your courses, go and do your courses. But by all means, let's take action so that by this time next year, by the special grace of God, we will all be testifying of, the progress that we have made in the areas of our career and our, professional development. So thank you and God bless you. And we will see you next time from all of us at Grammatorial. Is good night and God
Good
bless.
night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.